Alrighty, guys. So this is video gonna be talking about why I'm not buying Marvel vs. Capcom Infinity. Infinity. They should have just called it Infinity War for that reasons. Now here's the thing I want to talk about before I really get in depth with this video. I'm not gonna try to make it very long. I am happy they brought back Thanos. I thought Thanos was a character they brought back in the old Marvel vs. Capcom games, if you know what I'm talking about. And he coming back was actually good. However, the problem is the lineup. Now Capcom is Capcom, and I don't have nothing else to say. Now for this one, let's talk about the characters they use for Marvel. Then we'll go to Capcom. Black Panther, okay, fine. Captain America, of course, he's always been there. Captain Marvel, which is all right. Doctor Strange, okay. Gamora, okay. Gamora, Hawkeye, Hulk, Iron Man, Nova, Rocket Raccoon, Thanos, Thor, and Ultron. That's for Marvel side. Capcom is Arthur, Chris Redfield, Chung-Li, Dante, Mega Man X, Morgan, Nathan Spencer, Ryu, Sigma, Strider, and Zero. Alright, right here, by the characters I named, how many is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So combine what you're going to get in the game is 25 characters. For Injustice, God is Among Us, Injustice 2, how many of y'all get? About 35. So you got 35 total characters in the game itself. Then with the DLC add up to 40. And we're not even done. So we're probably going to get more, adds up to 45 or maybe more. Okay, so what the fuck? Marvel, that's another issue why I'm not buying it. It's because of the lack of characters. And number two, already, is the lack of X-Men characters. You cannot have a Marvel vs. Capcom game without Wolverine. You cannot have one without Doctor Doom. You definitely can't have one without Cyclops. I did not like they didn't add Cyclops in the last one. I was pissed off about that, but I let it go. But majority of X-Men characters have always been a staple for Marvel vs. Capcom. Deadpool is hot right now. I'm surprised they took him out of the game himself. He was popular back then, and he had no movie. Now he has a movie. Why didn't they add him to the game? Here's my idea, and bear with me, ladies and gentlemen. This is how we're going to get the X-Men characters. If you bitch and moan and the sales are not there, this is what they're going to do. You will have to buy the characters, Deadpool, Wolverine, or Cyclops, or Doctor Doom, one of those characters, to get the game, to get them in the game. That's where I'm not buying this game. Because I'm not buying a Wolverine character or a Deadpool character. He should be automatically in the game. This is Marvel vs. Capcom. He should automatically be the game. And I understand Fox has these characters, but I don't give a fuck who has the characters. The characters have been a staple for the Marvel vs. Capcom series for fucking years. I can see this was just something they did recently. Oh, Wolverine was in the last one. Okay, that's fine. But he's been in the game since day one. I mean, honestly, and Deadpool is hot right now. It makes no fucking sense. He's not already in the game. He should be on the cover with them characters because his movie did better than other movies. I think he did better than Doctor Strange did, or they did about the same number, but they were close. And people talk more about Deadpool than Doctor Strange. So what the fuck is going on with that? Oh, we want to push these characters. Well, let's be honest here. These characters are not the forefront of Marvel vs. Capcom. They never have, and they never will be. Replacing them with other characters. I'm hearing also, I read an article where Nova is taking moves from Phoenix. So I'm like, so wait a minute. You giving Nova the moves of Phoenix, but she's not Phoenix. Then people are pissed off because Nova should have his own moves, which is true. I've seen it in animated form where he should have his own moves. What the fuck is going on with that? And that's why I'm not buying the game, because lack of X-Men characters. And then I saw how it looked. I guess you could say the game movie scenes or whatever. It looks very clunky. It doesn't look that great. It looks very bad. It actually looks like one of those Marvel animation movies that recently comes out, which sucks. And it looks like this. I'm not buying this game. I'm not. That is reason number one. Reason number two, Marvel has not learned. You can't fight the grain with some of these things. You having a piss war with Fox? We get that. We understand that. But you can't do nothing about that. You the one who gave the movie rights to Fox. I can see if Fox was like, we're taking this from you. No, you sold it to them so you could get some money for being bankrupt. This is your fault. If you wanted the rights back to the character, well, give Fox some money. But you don't want that. So you don't want to do that, which you don't have to do. And it's better at Fox anyway. You don't want all those characters under one umbrella because let's be honest with you, the X-Men has a huge fan base. They need to be catered to. So if you're not catering to the X-Men, you're pissing off the Marvel fanboys, some of the fans. Because Marvel X-Men is a brand. It's like you take it and you're not going to do it right. Because you're going to put the Avengers at the forefront and then you put X-Men in the back burner. That's not how it's going to work. But I can get in a whole video on that in another day. But the problem I have with this is the lack of X-Men characters in the game. That's the problem. And you look at Injustice, this is one thing I'll give to DC. At least they have all their characters under one umbrella so we don't have to go through this shit. Because if they didn't, you know how many people would be pissed off if the Flash wasn't in the game, or Superman wasn't in the game, or something like, it's a lot of shit that going on right here. But at least Warner Brothers got all the characters under one umbrella years ago. Marvel didn't do that. They had to sell the characters to keep the name at flow, which is fine, and they're reaping the labors now for what they did. However, this is a problem, and I'm not buying the game because I know what's going to happen. This is how it's going to quote. You can go back to this video, save this video, watch it later, and come back around December or November when the game's out by 2-3 months. Guess what's going to happen? DLC. Wolverine, Deadpool, maybe Cyclops, Dr. Doom definitely would be in that motherfucking, and Magneto. They will all be DL-fucking-Cs because you will complain so much to the point they have to release it. But here's the thing. I don't want them to release it DLC. These motherfuckers should be in the game already. And that's my fucking problem. They're not in the game. There's no mention of them in the game. There's not even a talk about the X-Men. Oh, they don't exist. They'll do some stupid storyline where it's like, oh, well, the X-Men's are in the game. Where they should be in the game anyway, because what goes in the movie should affect the game. And that's the biggest problem with Marvel, because in Disney's not, well, we don't want you to promote the fucking X-Men. What the fuck? They're a name brand. We have to promote them. They're a brand. They're part of us. We have to promote them. They make us money. They do. Say what you want about the movies. X-Men still makes the money. Not as much as a Deadpool per se, but they make the money. Disney can't do nothing about Deadpool. It's up there with Spider-Man as revenue-wise. But it makes no sense for not promoting these characters because they're still going to get the money out of it. They own everything else. They just don't own the movie rights. So I don't understand why they having a piss-poor issue with... I digress. I fucking digress. It's just, it's a business tactic I don't like. I understand it, but I don't like it. And it's really hurting these characters, and it's hurting us fans who are fans of Marvel vs. Capcom, who want the Wolverine, the Deadpool, the Cyclops, the Magneto, the Dr. Doom, the Gods of War, even Thing in there. Human Torch, we want those characters in there, but we won't get it. Hell, we had Super Skrull in this motherfucker last game. He's no longer in the game now, which he was my favorite character. Tenderizer. I love that shit. Now he's not in it. So I was like, fuck. And that's my only 2 cents on it, guys. I really don't want to go in depth with this review. Well, not review, but talk about. That's why I'm not buying Marvel vs. Capcom. I just want to let you guys know about that. As always, guys, like and subscribe. Let me know down below what you guys think. Do you guys agree with me? Should Marvel vs. Capcom add the X-Men characters or they shouldn't? As always, peace. Have a nice damn Johnson day. And I'll talk to you later.